Both my mom and dad graduated from HBCUs. Both sets of grandparents graduated from HBCUs, both sets, and taught at HBCU. You check out my DNA and it's got HBCU on it.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for doing this, sir.
We need HBCUs now more than ever before. And what all of us as graduates and friends of HBCUs, we have to support in any way we can by giving back, whether it's money, whether it's talent or time, to keep our HBCUs open and viable.
Good morning, Meharry University class of 2017. There's nothing like starting off your day with an amazing accomplishment. Don't take it for granted. You're doing something that you've worked hard for. Some of you are the first in your family to do it. Some of you come from a long line, a long legacy of HBCU graduates. Some of you sailed through with no problems. Some of you have battled one obstacle after another. Some of you have the next 2 years planned out for you. And some of you don't know how you're getting home after the ceremony, but that's okay. My grandfather, known affectionately as Doc, was a graduate of Meharry. So my heart is swollen with pride. He desperately wanted some of his offspring to go into the family business. As close as I got was take a loved one to the doctor today and get well Wednesdays on the Time Joyner morning show. He'd be proud of that.
My father would drive down to Plant City from Tuskegee maybe about 2 or 3 times a year. And my grandfather was not a man of many words. Since my father didn't want to become a doctor, I think he wanted me to. And so he would take me to his office and I would see him treating his patients, and it grossed me out too. And so, but he thought there was hope for me to become a doctor, I guess. He was a kind and gentle man. He just wanted to help people. And that rubbed off. That rubbed off on me, rubbed off on my brother, and he'd be proud. He'd be proud.
None of my HBCUs embodies the message, the method, and the movement more than Meharry. It's what the Time Joyner Foundation is all about. And it's what you grads should be about long after you leave this place. From the very beginning, Meharry's goal was to assist the poor, the underserved, the downtrodden, the people of color, because that's who needed it the most. When my grandfather, Dr. Oscar Albert Joyner, attended Meharry in the 1900s, he took their message of kindness and philanthropy seriously. Because if you wanted to be a doctor from this institution, that's the message of kindness and philanthropy had to be taken seriously. He got his degree, went to a migrant town in Plant City, Florida, to finish his residency, to give medical care to poor workers in the sugarcane fields. After completing his residency, he stayed in Plant City because he was needed. He was not rich. Migrant workers don't make a lot of money. He got paid in strawberries and oranges and grapefruits and vegetables. His wife, my grandmother, Dr. Ruth Griffin Joyner, was an elementary school teacher. And Doc used to send money to Meharry every year just to secure a place for his son. My dad decided to become a teacher to piss Doc off. And then he went on to become a cadet in the Tuskegee Airmen program. Met my mom, the rest is history. Oh, and by the way, when you leave, do like Doc. Send money back to Meharry. I didn't inherit Doc's smarts. I did inherit the desire to give back. And we may not all have the smart gene, but we all have the ability of giving back. A message of kindness is nothing without the method. Whether you give your money, your time, or your talent to others, figure out a way to give back and make it count. My method was to establish the Joyner Foundation to partner with historically black colleges and universities to assure that students made it through school. Today, the foundation, run by my son, Thomas Joyner Jr., has raised and donated more than $65 million.
We recognize all 105 historically black colleges and universities as registered by the government. This month, it's Meharry and Morehouse, two of the medical colleges of historically black colleges. To date, we have raised for Meharry some $364,000.
My grandfather's story sounds like one of wealth and privilege and entitlement, but it isn't. Like many of you, he was what you call a seasoned student. Worked his way through college as a Pullman porter. He didn't become a doctor until he was 40-something. Like many of you, he was married, raising a child. And I'm sure there were times that he felt like giving up. You're living in tough times, class of 2017, but there are a lot of similarities of now and nearly 150 years ago. Some of the comforts and programs we've grown accustomed to may not be around much longer, but giving back never goes out of style. Kindness is nonpartisan. Philanthropy is not a fad, and neither are HBCUs. Meharry is such a special institution, and you grads will forever be linked to its remarkable history. The best choice you could have made was to choose this college to complete your degree. You've done that, but there's much more work to be done. What are you going to do? Are you going to look at obstacles as something to stop you or something that you can go around? We need your innovative minds to figure this stuff out. We need to continue to be open to other points of views and other experiences. There's no time to build walls, Donald Trump. This is a time to tear walls down and welcome what others have to offer. As I close, I give you a token to get you started on the right track. I'm gonna give you $5. And I want you to put some zeros behind the $5, and some commas, and some more zeros, and another comma, and some more zeros. Build on it, and then give back somehow, some way. All I ask of you for the $5 that I give you is to keep in touch and let me know what you did with it. We have some wonderful stories about grads who took the $5 and put it with their other graduation money and invested in a company or donated it to a cause. Whatever you do, make sure you do something to give back. Congratulations, class of 2017. You've accomplished some great things, but it isn't over. Let's not grow weary. Let's continue to do good and finish this race. Congratulations.
We really want to thank Mr. Joyner for that special and inspiring message and for all that you've done for education, the many, many thousands and thousands of students that you've helped over the years. Meharry has a diverse community demonstrating integrity, determination, leadership, compassion, and service. And it's our distinct pleasure and honor to present you with a memento from your grandfather's time here at Meharry. It is actually a photograph of the graduating class of 1909 with a listing of Oscar R. Joyner on the commencement program as a descendant of Meharry. But in all sincerity, it's hard to think of anyone who's done more to touch the lives of the students we care about. And we're just so grateful for you and your legacy being a part of our special day today. So, okay, thank you.